everybody, what is up? My name is Martin and welcome to 2K Central. So another character trailer was released that revolved around our Irish underboss, Thomas Burke. Similar to Cassandra's trailer, there's a few small missable details that are in this trailer. Not as many, but still enough to keep this hype train going. So I decided to do a little bit of a breakdown, so let's get started. Immediately we get an image of Thomas Burke in a James Bond-like pose. And like every character trailer we've seen so far, it transitions from the character by zooming into his eyes to show us the character's true motives and things from his perspective. We get a little view of New Bardo, which we've seen in almost every trailer so far, but it then transitions to Burke's Scrapyard, which is pretty much all Burke has at the beginning of this game, but it's the Irish mob's headquarters, and the Scrapyard is how they make the majority of their income. And we actually got a little newspaper article from the Mafia 3 Twitter page, which I'll read a little of. Chop shop bust outside Point Verdun. A tractor trailer loaded with stolen car parts was stopped en route to Tickflaw Harbour shipyards earlier last night. The driver, unidentified as of press time, fled the scene and escaped custody during a foot chase in Point Verdun. The driver managed to make off with any records that were in the truck. As a result, there are no leads on where the cargo container was headed or its point of origin. So that sounds like Burke's little business he's got going. He steals vehicle parts, takes them to Tickflaw Harbour's shipyards and sells them off. But based on this article, the police have shut down one of his operations and are starting to catch on to the routes he takes to transfer these goods. But this is also a little confirmation to Burke's association with cars. So anyone who's super into vehicles in general, then Burke's your man, because any upgrades you want for your vehicle will come through Burke and his associate Bishop at the chop shop or mod shop. We also get to see a little more of Burke's Scrapyard in the E3 gameplay. In that specific playthrough, Burke betrayed Lincoln because he wasn't being treated fairly. Burke then declared war and Lincoln was forced to kill him along with his brave fighting Irishman. Now we move on to this, which is possibly the most interesting clip in the whole trailer. Burke disgraced by the Mafia. And we can assume this is a member of the Italian Mafia about to punch him in the face for possibly screwing up a mission of some sort. Interesting little note, this scene seems to take place at a bar. You can see the beer taps here on the right. It looks like this Italian man is reaching over the counter to punch Burke in the face. So obviously there's a story to why he's been disgraced by the Mafia. From what we know, Burke was once loyal to Sal Marcano, but a few key events have led to Burke wanting Sal and his whole organisation destroyed. But this is a little bit of theorising based on some dialogue from the E3 gameplay, so do put on your tinfoil hat. We get this during the sit down in which Cassandra is talking about Burke and their history with Sammy, the leader of the Black Mob.
At least one that didn't involve him trying to kill Sammy.
Now the way she says that is a little weird, so perhaps Burke was hired to kill Sammy in the past and a certain someone prevented that, Lincoln, and that's the reason why he was disgraced by the Marcanos for not being able to kill Sammy. But I'm only trying to make sense of all this. We then transition to this Burke, an anarchist with no fear, which means he's someone who wants complete chaos. He doesn't want people having any order or any control, complete freedom to do whatever you want. We also see him reloading his handgun, and if you look at the background, we get a glimpse of a car, which seems to be Burke's. Originally, I thought it was Lincoln's, but obviously it looks too different to be his. And if you look further into the background, Burke seems to be in a woodland area, but it is most likely the bayou, or in other words, the swamp. So it's safe to assume he's about to kill someone and feed his body to the hungry gators. And here's Tony DeRezzo fallen from the Royal Hotel, which we've seen already, unfortunately. Why you gotta spoil that, man? It then transitions to Burke hunts the mob, which is rather self-explanatory, along with Lincoln, he wants to kill Sal Marcano, and the Italian Mafia for their wrongdoing. But I like this image, it kind of sums him up completely. He's looking rather menacing as he holds a sniper rifle while he's wearing a goofy shirt. He's a little crazy but a fun character, so you gotta love him. And also we get to see a car getting destroyed in the background. I so expect to see a mission in which Burke interrogates a guy by locking him in a car and proceeding to crush that car. Oh, man can dream. It then switches to a clip with Burke reloading a sniper rifle and Lincoln Clay is standing behind him. It then includes the text with his new family, meaning hunt the mob with his new family. But then it cuts to what I think is a completely different scene with Lincoln seemingly giving Burke a pep talk of some sort. Burke looks rather sad in the scene for some reason. I don't know what the story is behind that, and I don't want to get you guys put on your tinfoil hat again. It then switches to a shot of two dudes being scouted through the lens of a sniper rifle. Personally, I think this is just Lincoln aiming through his sniper in-game. I don't know if this guy is someone important on the right or if he's just a reused character model, but we also see this guy get blasted by Lincoln in a previous trailer, but it's most likely just a reused character model. It then cleverly cuts to control New Bardo as Burke is looking through his sniper rifle, which we've seen in the previous trailer. We then get Burke in this bloody hilarious outfit. I hope we don't get too many emotional scenes as he wears this, because I won't be able to take him seriously. But he seems to be holding what looks like a torque wrench, so it's possible he was working on a car in his mod shop before Lincoln came to visit him. He then screams boom, and it transitions to an explosion. How clever. Which we've seen in the gameplay reveal at E3. And in fear of giving any spoilers for people who refuse to watch that gameplay, I won't talk about why that's exploding. It then finally cuts to the text saying, or burn it to the ground. So if Burke can't gain any control of the city, he will gladly burn it all to the ground to take down Sal Marcano and his whole organisation. And of course we can't have an Irishman in a video game without him being drunk at some point in the game, because he seems to be stumbling here and he really looks like he needs some type of nap. I'm not sure if he's just extremely tired in the scene, or if he's actually got a black eye of some sort, because he's kind of got bags under his eyes. Perhaps it's related to that punch he received earlier in the trailer. But who knows. And of course we get the motto for the game. Family isn't who you're born with, it's who you die for. But yeah guys, that is the end of the video. Honestly, there wasn't a huge amount in this trailer, unfortunately. I really wish there was more to analyse and theorise about, but I can only do so much. But what did you guys think of this trailer? Is Burke starting to win you over, or is he still getting no territories in your playthrough? Let us know, we'd love to hear your opinion. Also, Taylor will be uploading a video regarding every car in Mafia 3. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. And as always guys, thank you so much for watching. Mafia 3 will be released October 7th on Xbox One, PS4 and PC. For more Mafia related content, stay tuned here on 2K Central. Alright, bye guys. We love you.
Yes, everything's absolutely splendid.
Walking down the street and you hear that heavy